What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for another daily news extra. We're gonna do it a bit differently today. We're not gonna talk about, usually it's one news or like the breaking news. We will discuss that, but I want to talk about the news or the mercato at the moment in general, how it's going and all those things, because that's a big topic of discussion among fans now. How the club is moving, all those things, etc. Before we get into it, like the video, subscribe to the channel as always, and then let's get into it. As you can see on my right, left, whatever you want to see it, I just put up 3 pictures: Di Maria, Pogba, Raspadori. I could have added Molina, Udogi, Morata, Jorginho, Badiashile, Koulibaly. You know where I'm going with it. Like, we have been linked with, I want to say, close to at least 25 players, at least, if I include everyone. At the bare minimum, 25. And I think that's the issue among fans. Now, I think it all started with the Di Maria, like, the talks, the meetings, and that's not on the fans, that's on, it's on fans, it's on journalists. I'm not gonna name names, I'm not gonna say that, but some journalists, they tweet or write just for the sake of writing. Like, there's no news and they write, it's close, it's one meeting away, it's done, one step away, next 45 hours or 48 hours, 72 hours, 24 hours, whatever. They recycle old news just to put something out there, get clicks, retweets, and it angers fans because it's basically like they give you the feeling the club is just pissing around, and just stalling everything. But maybe in reality, the club is like, we talked with him, name the player, whatever, and I would just sit back, take our time, reflect, and we set a date for 2 weeks. But in those 2 weeks, those journalists, they retweet or tweet every day, it's close, it's one step away, meeting, maybe on Friday. Then on Friday, oh no, it's going to be postponed. But maybe they never knew when that meeting was going to happen in the first place. So I think that's the main issue. And we as fans, I would say, are part of the problem, because we jump on every bit of news, because at the end of the day, you know how it is. We're linked with, I don't know, player X. You want it to get done immediately, but we know that's not how it works. So I think that's the biggest issue of all the controversy at the moment, and people just blaming each other, also saying, oh, you think you're right, you think you're wrong. It's all opinions. You can disagree, agree. Nobody's right or wrong. It's an opinion, and you can agree with an opinion or you can disagree with an opinion, and that's it. That's basically it. So I can talk about the news again today. It's close. It's very close. It's octopus sign, black circle, white circle, pen emoji, and send that tweet out. But I know, we know it's kind of close. You don't need to tweet that out every single day. I know why they tweet it out, because retweet, clicks, all those things, but nothing changed. Like, tweet when something changed, like Barcelona in talks with Di Maria, that's a change, that's a big change, but tweeting out for the 100th time this week that Pogba is going to sign a deal for 7.5 million or 8 million is going to get fans angry. We will talk about it, or we will mention it, because it's a news channel, that's what we do, that's that, and we will discuss it. But I want to focus on the targets more than on, is it get done now, especially for every single deal. One deal in particularly, you can light out and you can discuss, is the club doing the right thing, is the club doing the wrong thing with that. And that's what we'll do in this one, and we'll highlight Di Maria, because that was news of the last 24 hours that Barcelona are in talks with Di Maria, and that they are ready basically to offer him a 1-year deal. That's what Di Maria wants. He wants 1 year and then he's off. That's what he wants. That's what the club knows what he wants. That's what the entire world knows what he wants. So that's, for me, the main issue. It's not the 100. Yeah, maybe it's the meetings in this case, because we had a meeting in Italy, in Paris, in London, whatever. Nothing changed. Di Maria wants 1 year and that's it. So the club needs to make a decision. Are we going to give him the 1 year? If so, he could have signed already, and there was no talks about Barcelona because you agreed that deal, you would have signed that deal. If not, move on. And that's fair. If you as a club say, no, we're not doing this for 1 year, we're going to invest in the next winger you want for the coming 10 years, I don't know. Fine. But just move on. Don't waste any time, and especially in this transfer window, because we have so many things to fix, and that's the scary part. The scary part is signing Di Maria on a free gave you some wiggle room in terms of we can invest in a center back, in a left back, and like, because if it was for all those papers can say the club is not looking at a left back or a center back, that's bullshit, I hope, because if they're not looking at a center back or a left back, then we're going absolutely nowhere this season. I will be shocked if we will do any better than this season. And with any better, I'm not saying finishing third or second with 10 points behind, because that's not better. That's not the standard. But we need a defender. We need a better left back. We need another midfielder. We need to fix our attacking department. That's no, how you want to say that? That's something obvious and clear. So they can all say what they want. And Romeo said previously, I think he said yesterday, he said Zaniolo, Berardi, all those names are just to fill up newspapers when they don't know what to write again. He also said, I spoke with somebody and I have the feeling the club is holding back on names. Fine, that's okay, because I've said it many times, ever since Pepe Marotta left, the leaks are not the same anymore, and even the leaks that are coming out are very iffy, they're not sure, and then out of nowhere, bam, the next name. You never heard about it, we're in for him, it's advanced and all those things. So that's fine, but Di Maria is an obvious target, The club just need to make a decision. It's 1 year or just move on, because we have so many things to do. Move on. If you're going to spend much on a winger, it better be a good one, because we need so much. That Di Maria thing was, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people agreed in terms of that seemed obvious. Get Di Maria on a free, invest that money on a wing that you was supposed to pay for a winger to fix that back line, to do that, at least do that. But if you're going to spend 50 mil on Zaniolo, I'm just saying something, I have the feeling there's absolutely no money. We need to sell. That's why we're looking at those free agents. I can be completely wrong, but that Vlahovic deal in January was big. That was basically a summer deal. We moved quickly because we saw an opportunity, and the club was scared bigger teams would come in the summer and they would outbid us. That's what happened. So we need to take that in consideration, Raspadori, so many talks. He's the next man up, blah, blah, blah. Di Marzio came out today or tonight for me a few hours ago, basically saying Juve are very interested in Raspadori, but he's very likely just to remain at Sassuolo. So that's kind of done also. Saying Keane might move to Atletico, that's the talks to bring back Morata. That's fine. All those things are fine, but we need so much. And I'm going off Romeo's word, saying we are going to sign 6 or 7 players. That's what he believes. And I agree, we need at least 6 or 7 players. I will be shocked if we get 6 or 7 players. Again, we need 6 or 7 players, but if the club comes with Marcos Alonso and Emerson Palmieri, that's quantity. I don't need that. I need 6 or 7 quality players. If you're just going to add quantity, just forget about it. Then keep what you have, because it's pointless. So that's the biggest issue. The Di Maria thing, we waited. You could have closed the deal. If you really want Di Maria for 1 year, you'd close that deal. You already closed that deal. You're doubtful, and now you give other teams the opportunity to come in, and that's what is happening at the moment. So the club needs to make a decision. Is it 1 year deal? Yes, because it's a 1 year deal. That's what Di Maria wants. No, move on. Forget about it. Because I don't see Di Maria changing his mind. Everyone is supporting the same thing. He wants 1 year, and then he wants to move back to his home country to play for, I don't know which team, Central Rosario, I'm not sure. But that's what he wants. So it's obvious from the get-go what he wants. So why is it taking so long? And this is, for me, long. People say, the Mercato has started just barely. I get that. I agree 100%. But the talks with Di Maria are almost 1 month now. So that's not the same. The Mercato can start, yes, officially. It hasn't started yet. But you're in talks with Di Maria for almost a month now. So we cannot act like, oh, but it hasn't started, so it doesn't matter. It does, because you have been in talks with Di Maria for over a month. So you need to include that period. And in that period, nothing changed. He said 1 year, and you're sitting there, we're not sure. Okay, then move on. If you're doubtful, move on. That's all it is. But we will be linked with another 10 different names from now until the end of the Mercato, you know. So let's see what's gonna happen. Nothing else breaking. Pogba, Di Marzio saying they want to close it this week. That's kind of it. We're having talks for Cambiasso, says Alfredo Pedula, but nothing special. Let's see what will happen this week. I think they want to wrap up Pogba, and I think we will have a definite idea of Di Maria if it's gonna happen or not. Let's see, for the better or the worse. I think it just needs to get resolved quickly so we just can move on, because again, we need so much, and the season starts at the start of August, almost 14th, so a bit earlier. So we need to move fast, especially also because, like, if we needed one player, I'm like, okay, fine, take your time, but we need more, and the club knows that. But let's see. Thanks everybody for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, leave a comment under the video on the topic. Is the club taking too much for, like, obvious deals, or is it just the media playing with us? I think it's a mixture of both. But we're fans, we're passionate, we will react to everything. That's how it is. But thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Ciao.